Hi, welcome to Enchantment of Eternity, and it feels good to say that again because my channel was suspended for a day. So I just wanted to let everyone know that I'm back and what happened with the channel. Um, so around like midnight my time last night, I get an email saying that I got the video, which is the discussion video I plan on doing with Apkin Tom Phil, the issues guy, Don Willie, and Geeksiders, that has been taken down, and I have a strike on my channel because of it. And then the very next thing, I get an email saying that my entire channel has been suspended due to breaches in the spam sort of contract. So I don't know. It took me a while to sort of figure out what was going on. I watched a lot of other videos of people had this issue, and apparently a lot of other people had the same issue. Um, my best guess, either someone just wanted to be a dick to me and reported the video as spam, or the Google YouTube system mistook it for spam because I put 4 links, because I put links to each of their channels of all my guests at Tomco Geeksiders. I put links to all their channels in the description below, as I always do, but maybe it mistook it for the fact that that video didn't have any content and mistook it for like a spamming thing. So it just deleted it and suspended my whole channel, so I didn't have access to any of my videos. I didn't know if I'd ever have access to any of my videos again. I was completely shut out of my channel. My channel was completely removed from YouTube, which was very scary. um, but I did watch a bunch of videos where a lot of other people experienced the same thing, almost the exact same thing. Like there was nothing wrong with their video, and they got pretty much the same emails I did. And so it was helpful. They gave me some helpful steps on how to get my channel back, what form I need to fill out. And it's not as simple as filling out a form. You had to know exactly what to put in. Like it just said put in your email address, but you can't just put in your email address. You have to put in your special Google Plus email address that I didn't even know existed and stuff like that. So those videos were very helpful. I probably wouldn't have been able to figure out. Yes, and thank you to the people in the chat, like Levin Mulder saying that's bloody silly. It absolutely is. Yeah, it's a bit ridiculous. I mean, maybe the automatic system thought it was spam because I had 4 links, but right in a row, but still, it's ridiculous. So I filled out the form and did everything with the videos which suggested. And today, just a few hours ago, my channel got reinstated. I haven't even got the email yet saying it's reinstated, but obviously it's here, so I'm here again. I get all my channels back, so that was a huge relief. Even though it was only a day that I went without my channel, is still, I have over 400 videos. I put a lot of time and effort, and quite frankly, this takes up a lot of my time, and it's something I enjoy doing. And so the thought that they would just take it all away from me for no good reason was, yeah. Is Mark II controversial? I don't know. That's a question. I don't think so. I think it's just, yeah, YouTube has some glitches. So anyway, I'm back, and I'm sure it's handled. So if this ever happens again, like I think some people it's happened more than once. So if this happens again, I know what to do, not to freak out, to just fill out the form. And yeah, most of the other people got their channels back in the day, and I got mine back in the day. So it's good. It's good that I got everything back. So I'm so relieved. And I do want I was posting about this on my Facebook, so some people who aren't on my Facebook page might have been confused of why my channel simply disappeared. So that's why I'd urge you for things like this. And also I could do lots of other fun stuff like funny memes and other thoughts that I don't have time for videos to do on my Facebook page. So I would invite you all to like my Facebook page and follow me on Facebook as well, because I was keeping people updated to what was going on there. Yeah, censorship is running rampant in social media. Yeah, it is. Although I don't know if this is, yeah, I guess it's kind of censorship because they're worried about spam, but it's more of, yeah, Yeah, some jackass screwing with channel says Dean Moss. Yeah, that's possible. Like, apparently, I watched when I was waiting for my channel to return. I watched some videos from, like, one from Preston Jacob, where apparently he had his channel attacked several times just by people falsely reporting spam, and he had to deal with shit like this. So it's all part of being on YouTube, I guess. I'm just so happy to be back. So I want to also announce. Well, first of all, I want to thank everyone, all you guys, for supporting the channel. It's really, like, it sort of hit me when my channel was down and I had all these people on my Facebook posting posts of support and saying how disappointed they were the channel was taken down. So that was sort of humbling for me that you guys all enjoy this channel, because I really enjoy doing it. So I really do need to thank all y'all. I'm up over 5,000 subscribers now, so I'm very humbled by that. So really, I just consider myself some jackass in my room sitting here chatting about shows that I like. So it's very, I really appreciate everyone who supports the channel. So let me talk a bit about what's going to be coming up now that season 6 of Game of Thrones is finished. What's up for Enchantment of Eternity for the winter here in the Southern Hemisphere. Winter is coming for me. Winter's pretty much here. Yeah. So was Dimash say Preston was hacked for refusing to kneel and recognize our facility equals J. Well, I actually agree with the masses on that, but he shouldn't be hacked. That's ridiculous. Or flagged, yeah. Leave channels. That's ridiculous. Just because you disagree. I mean, we're just talking about TV shows and movies, for fuck's sake. You're gonna attack someone's livelihood and their whole sort of what they're doing just because you disagree with their opinion on a TV show? Come on. That's a bit petty, but I guess that's YouTube for you. So yeah, let me tell you a bit about what's going on. Going to be coming up on the channel. First off, the discussion I'm doing with African Tomko, Philly Issues Guy, Don Willie, and Geeksiders is back on. I made another video for that after that first one got taken down. I didn't put the links in it this time just to be safe, but we will definitely be doing that discussion same time, which will be tomorrow. Well, here for me here in New Zealand. No, not tomorrow. What's today? It would be Wednesday. So today's Monday for me. It will be Wednesday morning, 11 a.m. for me here in New Zealand, which will be 7 p.m. Tuesday night in the U.S. on the East Coast, 4 p.m. on the West Coast. And anywhere else in the world, you can look it up. But yeah, I put the link to that in the description below the new video. I have to I haven't even told Don Willie and Geeksiders about this. I don't know if they knew. Maybe I'll have to email them and let them know that. Yeah, but it's back on same time, so be sure to check that out. So also we'll be doing, like, for the rest of the year, like for indefinitely, at least one Game of Thrones video a week. I have for the next month, I have a lot of mainly like looking back on season 6 videos planned, like season 6 overall review, my 20 favorite moments, 10 least favorite moments, some analysis of season 6. So a lot of that going on for the next couple of months. And then after that, I might start taking requests on one Game of Thrones videos to do after that, or I might come up with more ideas. So don't hold me to the request. I'm not promising that. It depends on what I come up with. So what else am I doing? So yeah, I lost my train of thought here. Talking about so the prediction videos, my season 7 prediction videos, I know everyone's going to be hankering to see those, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to announce that I'm not going to do those until the end of the year, till like November, December, because I'm just totally, I could do a really vague one if I wanted to, but I don't know. I might instead do a follow-up on my How Game of Thrones Will End, like another update for that, which will kind of be a season 6, season 7, or season 7, season 8 predictions, but in a very vague sense, and looking more at the end game and sort of update my predictions. To be honest, a lot of those predictions I'm sticking with and looking at, especially the one I made about Arya, which I doubled down on, and it's part of it's already come true. So, but some of the others, like Rakan becoming King of the North, I'll have to readjust those. But yeah, so I might do that over the winter for me here. But I won't actually do any season 7 predictions until at least November, maybe October if I'm feeling frisky. But I just need time because I am totally at a loss. So I need some of these like filming leaks and spoilers, watchers on the wall to come through, and I need to see a lot of them. So I'm being a bit slack. But I suppose after getting so much about season 6 wrong, I think I want to be a bit more cautious this time. But yeah, but I will continue to do other like sort of analysis and maybe a theory video here and now up until the end of the year. So that's Game of Thrones. Star Trek, I'm backed up at the moment with so many episode reviews. I have so many requests and they keep coming in. So I'm going to be that's going to be a weekly feature for a while, for at least the next 3 months. And if they keep coming in, it could be a permanent weekly fixture. Even if once I stop getting episode reviews, I still have other Star Trek videos that I want to do. So it seems like that's becoming a weekly thing. And I'm also going to be doing Mr. Robot when that returns in 2 weeks. That's one of my favorite shows. So look forward to reviewing that weekly. And Vikings is supposed to return, but I'm a bit iffy on when, because I've read some places it was the second half of season 4 was supposed to return like this week, but then the more I look into it, the more I think it's not going to return this week, and I don't think it's going to return next week either. But all the stuff I say, I look at says it's going to return in July. So I'm still questioning when it's going to return, but it's supposed to be sometime in July. So as soon as Vikings returns, I'll start doing my weekly episode reviews for that. But until Vikings return, I'll do my weekly reviews for Dark Matter. Now, in my last Dark Matter review, I said I wouldn't be doing anymore because Vikings is returning, but it's not coming yet. So I'll continue to do Dark Matter until Vikings return, but once Vikings return, I'll have to drop Dark Matter because I just have too many other videos to do, and I don't want to be bogged down doing too many other videos. But until Vikings returns, I still have time to do Dark Matter, so that's cool. And then over the spring for me here, September, October, November, I won't really have that many shows to review, so I'll be doing a lot of catch up on all these other movie reviews and Star Trek videos and other stuff that I've been wanting to do, but I've been too busy doing weekly episode reviews to do them. But in the spring, I'll only have The Walking Dead, I think, is the only show, because I'm not doing Fear the Walking Dead. Fuck that shit. But so I think The Walking Dead is the only one in the spring, because a lot of the ones I thought were going to be in spring are being pushed back until like January, December, like Humans, Sense8, fucking The Leftovers. I think they're saying January now, and there's going to be a new Star Trek show. So that means January next year, I'm going to be busy as fuck. I might have to do some of these shows like bi-weekly, because there's going to be like 8 shows on at the same time at the start of the year that I want to review, which is going to be nuts. But I still have until the start of the year to deal with that. So right now it'll just be Mr. Robot and Vikings, or Dark Matter until Vikings starts, and then over the spring or fall for you in the Northern Hemisphere, most of you, there'll just be Walking Dead and a lot of retro reviews, which would be cool. Yeah, so that is all I'm saying. Let me just see what people are saying in the chat. Let's see. Akos Kava, I'm sorry, I can't pronounce your name, but you're saying, I predict that the show will end with every human being worshiping Danny's vagina while riding on an omnicycle and sending anti-Semitic cooking recipes back into the telepathy using brands. Okay, well, that's an interesting theory. Can't say I back that too much, but you never know. Uh, right. Yeah, and people talking about like Ian Renfro brings up Marjorie's death. Yeah, I know Marjorie's one of my favorite characters. I still have that little Marjorie toy back in that corner, and now she's dead. But I was satisfied with the way they pulled it off, and I can't say that it's going to be bad for the story until I see where they go with it. If I find that something's lacking in King's Landing, like we need more Marjorie, maybe I'll get upset. But I like how her storyline played out. I mean, I can't believe she died, but I think it worked really well. I do really like that she was the one that figured out Cersei's plot and no one would listen to her. I think that was, if they're gonna end, that was a really fitting end for Marjorie. Um, yeah, Dimash says Marjorie seemed like an end game player. I didn't think so. I think I predicted she would die in King's Landing before the end, but I sort of predicted like something different than what happened. I could predict a big, I call it a clusterfuck, and I don't think that's going to happen quite the way I imagined. But she did die and sort of to the politicking King's Landing, which is sort of what I predicted. I didn't like the show. I'll get more into this in my season 6 review, but I think the show's sort of narrowing it down to like the main players. Like you don't have. I know there's Stannis fans out there, Marjorie fans, but they're getting rid of sort of those or Renly or whatever. There's sort of Robb Stark, those secondary characters, and they're narrowing it down to the main ones: the Daenerys's, the Arya, Sansa, Tyrion, like Cersei, and Jamie. So they're just narrowing it down, especially this show. I mean, the books might not do this as much, but the show it makes sense because they have their little stars and their main players. It makes sense in the format of the show that they would narrow it down like that. So that's going to be interesting. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent about Game of Thrones. That said what I wanted to say about my channel. Thank you all for supporting my channel. I'm so glad to be back. Hopefully this doesn't happen again. Like it would suck if it's taken down again tomorrow. But I don't think that will happen. But yeah, thank you all for supporting the channel, and yeah, just keep up to date. And I told you all the stuff I'm going to be doing over the summer, or winter, so I can't wait for that. And I will see you guys later.